Using tools that you've made yourself is quite gratifying. The Veritaz wooden plane hardware kit allows you to make a small smoothing plane. Let's take a closer look at how you make it. The first thing is to mill up the two cheeks and the body for the plane. It's essential that the body of the plane be the correct thickness. Using the diagrams in the instructions, first mark the location of the mouth and bring that mark all the way up the side of the body. Then, lay out the bed location at 45 degrees. Next, make a pencil mark at 1/4 inch from the sole on the vertical line. Using a ruler, make a mark 1.5 inches from the original vertical line. Then mark the curve for the escapement using about a 4-inch radius. This roll of tape works really well. Next, saw the body blank along the blade bed line. It's essential that this cut be accurate, so I've decided to use a saw guide. Once you're done, you can then cut out the curve for the escapement. You can now clean up the saw marks with a finely set plane. You can also true up the bed at this time if needed. Mark a line down the center of the bed, then make marks at 2.5 inches, as well as 3 3/8, ensuring that you measure up from the bed. Now use an awl to dimple the two locations. This will make drilling easier. Mount the blade bed onto a 45-degree jig block, then drill 3 holes according to the diagrams in the instructions. Remove the remaining material from the adjuster pocket with a chisel. Make sure your chisel is plenty sharp to get a clean line. Now for the glue up. Put glue on both sides of the body parts and place a clamp on the back portion, leaving the front piece free. Then, place the blade bevel down on the blade bed and position the front piece of the body so it's just touching the leading edge of the blade. This will ensure a tight mouth opening. Now, clamp the front into position, then add more clamps as necessary. Remember to let the glue cure before proceeding. After the clamps have been removed, level off the top and sole of the plane with a few light plane passes. Locating the crosspin hole accurately is essential. The plane won't work well otherwise. Lay out the location, then use the awl to dimple the mark. Insert the waste piece from the body cuts into the escapement area to prevent tear out. Then drill the crosspin hole. Now it's time to be creative. Sketch out the shape you want the plane to be directly on the wood and cut it out. Using a combination of rasps, files, or other shaping tools you have at your disposal, shape the plane to your liking. I prefer to leave the surfaces rough so I get a better grip. Now you need to make the lever cap. I like to get this part out of the waste piece left over from the body cuts. Now for the assembly. Insert the brass crosspin through the 1/4 inch diameter holes in both sides of the plane body. Then install the adjuster cap in the hole in the blade bed. Now place the adjustment mechanism in the cup. Position the blade bevel down on the blade bed such that the adjuster pin is in the first adjuster hole. Push the brass insert into the hole of the lever cap, with the flange facing the non-beveled side. Thread the lever cap knob into the insert, then slide the lever cap under the cross pin and onto the blade. The last step is to hone the blade and take the first shavings from the plane you made.